remember from the previous videos. Let me start with one simple thing. All of you are here for a conference to talk about innovation, integration, and but before that, one basic question. One basic question. All of us have seen this. Why do some people with the same education, same college, same opportunities end up differently in life? You have seen that, right? Same education, same college, same opportunities end up very different in life. Some of you will move ahead very fast. Some of you will struggle. Some of you will think, what happened to my life? Where did I fall back? Why is my classmate who was sitting in the back bench way ahead of me, whereas I took a lot of marks, but I didn't succeed in life? Success in life is not just about education. You have to go one step beyond. And that is the reason Professor has organized a conference like this, so that you get exposure to something like quantum computing. I had no idea about quantum computing. Today I got a lecture about it. I understand 0.1% of quantum computing today because I had no idea. That's not my field of expertise. So we all get together to learn and move one step beyond our college days. I think that's important. Disadvantage of being tall. Yeah. And also in airplanes, sitting like this. Yeah, that is also a problem. But anyway, the difference of being successful and not successful is not intelligence at all. We all think and give too much weightage to IQs and intelligence, but we forget there are things beyond intelligence which helps us to be successful in life. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it because I'm not a subject matter expert. I'm going to take you a journey of something slightly different than what you can do. The difference is how you think, right? How you think, how you behave, and what kind of people are there in your network makes a lot of difference in your life. Today I will talk about three things that will matter much to you. One is how to think, the second is how we make decisions, and third is how you make yourself visible in this world. The last is more important than the first. I'll tell you why. Before I go forward, I'll tell you two stories. One, I met two of my friends. One of them is coming for the valedictory, Chandrasekharan, and one other friend in Bangalore. We said, we were just having a conversation, and one of them quickly asked, "Do you know Murali?" The other two didn't know Murali. Which Murali? Because Murali is a very common name. He said, which Murali? Immediately, all three of us took our phone, started searching who is Murali. Right? That's what we do now. Anytime we hear something new about a restaurant, about a name, about somebody, what we do, we go to Google and we search. And we found Murali. We went to his LinkedIn. We saw who that fellow is. We looked at his portfolio. And one of my friends said, he overlapped with me at AstraZeneca, but we did not work together. So immediately a friend request was sent. The entire concept of somebody's trust, whether I should trust this fellow or not, whether I know this fellow or not, happens on digital space now. Before we meet somebody, we make up a decision, we make up an impression, we make up an identity by just going online. So it's very critical. Why I keep telling this, that you students have to be online, you students have to be talking about your work, is because of this same reason. Because all of us go on Google and search for something. If you are not present, you don't exist. As good as that. That's how the world is moving, so you have to move there. It's very important. The second thing is, we all think we make decisions logically. We analyze the features, we do a lot of things, we do a lot of calculations, and we make a decision to buy a phone, marry a girl, buy a car, join a college. But actually, as per psychological studies, we don't make decisions logically at all. We make decisions emotionally, and then we support it with logically. First, we make decisions. We like a color, we like a college, we like a girl, we like a phone, and then we justify it by saying, this is logically right. So, tomorrow when you apply somewhere, somebody has to make a decision on your job, or your life, or something else in your life, it's generally made with emotions, more than logics. That is why sometimes the way you create your CV also makes a difference. Right? So instead of spending too much time on features of a phone, why do we buy a phone? Why is iPhone bought compared to any other phone? It's not because of the features of the phone, because of the status that it brings. That's the bottom line. Right? So there are a lot of these things that you need to understand, that we make decisions emotionally and then we logically combine it. So you have to make yourselves in your career try. How can someone make an emotional decision on me and not the other way around? How do we make decisions? Have I heard of you before? Do I feel comfortable with it? Do others trust you? Trust it? And based on this, we make a decision. We go to a doctor, why? Right? You go to a doctor, why? Because somebody told you that doctor is great, is very good. We trust others' decision. When everybody is joining Seshadripuram college, you can't be left behind. You also want to join Seshadripuram, right? Yeah. So these are the ways we make decisions, and that's why your CV also has to reflect on these things so that you can get better opportunities tomorrow. So, when someone is discussed today in a room, for example, you are talking about Dr. Dharmaprasad when I am not there, or Professor Soumya Iyappa when she is not there, what do people do? We don't verify by multiple sources. We don't ask them questions. We simply take out the phone, search that person, and find out whether somebody is credible or not. That is why it's very important you have a presence digitally so that you are visible. This is where most of us fail. Most of the students fail. Because we work hard, we do a lot of studying, we build a lot of skills, but nobody knows about you. Nobody knows about how smart you are. Nobody knows about how skillful you are. Nobody knows about what you have solved in your life. So, the time is gone. When I was like you, we didn't have to showcase ourselves. Our parents always said, you should not talk about yourself. Your work should talk about you. But that age is gone. You are entering an age where you have to talk about yourself. Yesterday I was sitting with MD of King's Technologies. You have heard of King's Technology, right? I was talking to MD and I said, why is Europe and US have such fantastic brands and not India? Are we any less? No. We are great. Whether you take education, we look at foreign universities. Whether you take any product like phone or anything, they are fantastic brands. Why? Because American and European companies think brand first and service later. Brand first and products later. We think as product first, service first and brand later. We don't talk about ourselves well enough. That is why you don't see 200-year-old brand in our country. That's why we don't see Tatas or others well recognized across the world. No, we are not well recognized. Unlike Google and Microsoft and others which are well recognized. Why? Because they talk about what they do. We don't talk about ourselves. If we don't talk about ourselves, we lose in the race, somebody else will race forward. There's something called Babel effect in psychology, organizational psychology. I don't know if I told this before. People who talk a lot always get promoted. ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗುಡ್ಡೆ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೀತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ, ಅವ್ ಏನ್ ಕೆಲಸನೂ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಂಗೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ವಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವ್ರು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವ್ರು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಗುಡ್, ಹಿ ನೋಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. It may be true or may not be true, but perception is better than truth a lot of times. What kind of perception a political party puts out, you believe it. Whether it is true or not, you don't know. You don't know who did the road outside, but you believe whoever told that they did the road outside. So they create a perception. Whether US is right or Iran is right, we don't know. It all depends on what kind of information you get and you believe in it. So it's a perception game a lot of times. So we need to work on it, my dear friends. If you don't create a visibility of yourself, you will not matter tomorrow, because in this world, a cluttered world, in a digital world, everybody is talking. So you need to also create something you stand for it. Because most of the people don't respond to truth, they respond to perception of truth. They respond to emotion, they respond to familiarity, they respond to perception. So, if you have seen multiple times, if someone has seen you multiple times, they trust you more. That's why Coca-Cola advertisement keeps coming very often. When you stand in front of a shop to buy a drink, actually you think of that particular thing because you've seen it so often. And then you see popular celebrities using it, so you trust that yes, it must be good. Until 311 gets banned or some other thing gets banned, you think they are great. Right? Gudka may be a terrible product, but a lot of celebrities sell it. Just because celebrities sell it, a lot of people use it and have a lot of troubles. So you need to create the visibility multiple times. You need to know how people trust you so that they can choose you. Visibility, trust, choice. All this follow one behind the other. So tomorrow you want to get somewhere, you want to be innovative, you want to join some place, be visible to those people. Just like in college, boys roam around a girl to impress her. You need to roam around a company to impress her. It's important, right? So confidence often beats intelligence. So build that confidence, my dear children. Because today, college has given you an opportunity to talk about a paper, discuss, ask questions, so that you can be strong in your confidence. Build that confidence. Confidence can beat anything. Build that confidence. And perception beats reality. You don't know what is real. It is all perception that matters. Create a perception that you are really super. Your college is wonderful. It's giving you a platform. You need to grow on top of it and create familiarity, which often beats credibility. Because we always buy something that we know. We always go somewhere where we know. We always go to eat same dosa because we know this dosa is very good in this particular restaurant. Familiarity beats credibility. Your perception beats reality, and your confidence beats intelligence. So it's not about what you know, it's about what people know that you know. I think that's important. Create that, my dear friends. Thousands of you will graduate every year. All of you look similar. All of you will have same kind of degrees. How do you differentiate? That is where the conferences like this come in, where you learn, you present, you talk about it, you bring that confidence. That is the differentiating factor. Everybody gets the same degree. How are you different? Why should anyone hire you, or why should they fund you if you start a company? It's important. So instead of writing in your CV, I know this software, I have done this course, or I have learned this subject. Instead, you write, my dear friends, what is the problem you have solved? What improvement did you make? And what change did you create? Because the world doesn't need experts, the world needs problem solvers. If you are a problem solver today, you will be required forever because world needs problem solvers. So, let me give you one other perspective. In your life, there are four types of people who matter. Only four types of people who matter in your life, my dear children. People who pay you, very important, especially after college. Currently, it's all your parents. After that, some employer is going to pay you or some investor is going to pay you. Very important, people who pay you. People who work with you. For example, all the people sitting here have colleagues who are very important. If they are toxic, you are not going to like that environment. So the most challenging aspect of the management and the principal is to create a great working environment, to make sure every employee here works together. So people who work with you matter quite a lot. Right? It's not the company that matters. Many a times it's your team, it's your manager that matters. People leave the job not because of the company, because of the manager most of the time. So people who work with you, people who partner with you, the most important person in your life is actually your life partner. Because you spend more time with them, with her or him, rather than anybody else in this world, not even your parents, you spend such a long time, not even your colleagues. So it's very important who partners with you, whether it is for life, whether it is for work, whether it is for something else. And people who are watching you, fourth important one, who are watching you to give you next opportunity. Who is watching you silently to give you an opportunity, to make you an offer because you are good at something. How will that fourth person know? It's by talking about yourself. Otherwise, they won't know who you are. So you need to talk about it, my dear friends. And digital presence of being present on LinkedIn, talking about today's conference, talking about it in various different platforms adds that value. So it's very important, my dear friends. So curiosity sometimes is more important than intelligence because when you ask questions, you learn. When you learn, you get better. When you get better, you get better opportunities. So let me close with one thing. Don't compare with people. We are all in an era where we compare our Instagram account with other Instagram accounts. We see someone doing very well on Instagram or put a filtered photo of their food or their travel. We feel upset that, see, my classmate has done this, my senior has done that, my neighbor has done that, but I have not done it. A lot of times we live in a world which is comparison world. You need to get out of it. You need to get out of that comparison and say, I am good in what I am. I am happy where I am. Because if you have built great network and relationships with your classmates, with people around, and you carry a smile and walk on the street, everybody will smile back. If you are happy, the world will look happy. If you are sad and you are comparing, there is always someone better than you. Whatever field you take, there is always someone better than you. Right? We thought Tendulkar was great, then comes Dhoni, then comes Kohli, now comes Suryavanshi. You never know, there is always someone better than you who can beat your records and do better. So there is no end to it. If you start comparing and competing with it, rather find a way to be best of you and do better, my dear friends. If you only build skills and do not build visibility, you will struggle. If you only build knowledge and do not build relationships, you will struggle. If you only focus on effort and do not communicate your important, you will struggle. Because in today's world, it's not enough to be good. It's not at all enough to be good. You must be known to be good. You must be known to be good. Can we do that? Can we all be good and be known for good? Will we all do that? Wonderful. Thank you so much for your patience and hearing. Let's do that.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights and inspiring words. Now I request Mrs. Gautami R, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, to present the profile of Sri D.M. Parthasarathy, Honorary Treasurer, Sheshakulam Educational Trust. It is my great honor to introduce Sri V.M. Parthasarathy, Honorable Treasurer of Sheshakulam Group of Institutions, Bangalore. He is an engineer by profession. He retired as Executive Engineer of Bangalore Mahanagara Paliki. He associated himself with a number of prestigious projects of BBMP, like construction of underpass and great separator at Rajanagar entrance, designation of cycle time, and creation of JP Park at Matikere, Yeshwantpur. He is also a keen social activist, serving as a treasurer of KSP Mira and the joint secretary of Kilari Road Sri Anjaneya Swami Temple Committee. We are great honored to have you on this great occasion, sir. Welcome you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I now respectfully invite Sri B.M. Parthasarathy, Honorary Treasurer, Sheshakulam Educational Trust, to deliver the presidential address.
Good morning. Chief guest of the keynote speaker of the Dr. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಅವರೇ already released academicians, invitees, delegates and students. ಭಾಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಾಲಮುರುಗನ್ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಅರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆದರೂ ನೀವು ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ಯು. ಹಾಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗೌರವ್ ಸಾರ್ ಅವರು ಭಾಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾತುಗಳು ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ವೇರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಶೇಷಾದ್ರಿಪುರಂ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಅಂಬಾಸಿಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇಷಾದ್ರಿಪುರಂ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪಡಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಶೇಷಾದ್ರಿಪುರನು ಈಗ ತಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ವೈಲ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 20 years back. ಅದು ನಿಜ. ಸೊ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ only I joined here as a trustee and became a, of course, office bearer later. For the past 15 years or so, I office here. So, but ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮ್ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ you must understand first ನಮ್ಮ this trust was created in 1930 by two ladies. I think principal was with 20 students, 2 women. We established this center for education institution with 20 students. Now the current strength is more than 26,000. We have 32 institutions, right from nursery to doctorate. So, staff actually, it must be around 2000 so, both teaching and non teaching. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ ಬಿ ಇದು BS ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ನನ್ನ PUC ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ವಿ ಟುಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 54 lakhs totally. And now this year is 86 lakhs now we got. Now we are moving with that. So you must have a vision, you must have a aim, and you must strive for that. For that, team effort is also required. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಈ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ambassadors of the institution and strive hard for that. So in this moment, ನಾವು ಈ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. All our institutions in a single group. We have put our stars and your principal also, and some of the staff also attended, I think. So, ಇದು ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನಿದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿ ವೈ ಅವರ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕೀನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಿಷನ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಓಟ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ very quality education as part of our caste and try to make you as responsible citizens of this country and become brand ambassadors for our institution. So, I really congratulate Dr. Soumya and her team for organizing this conference and developing this thing. So, they need to make use of this opportunity. And all we should become versatile professionals. I wish you all the grand success in this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating and encouraging address. As we come to the conclusion of this inaugural session, I request Mrs. Soumya M, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, and one of the organizing secretaries of this conference to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, faculty members, dear participants, and my dear students, a very good morning to one and all. I, Soumya M, Assistant Professor and Organizing Secretary of this conference, take a proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks for this international conference, Anveshana 2026, on the theme Innovate, Integrate, Impact, Technology and Trade for a Better World. First and foremost, I express my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Dharma Prasad, CEO and Chief Scientist, Vasanta Bio and Founder Director of World Presence, for gracing this occasion and enlightening us with his valuable insight. Thank you, sir, for being with us. I extend my sincere thanks to our keynote speaker, Dr. Balamurugan Palasamy, Professor, Chairperson, School of Engineering and IT, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dubai, for his inspiring and thought-provoking address that has truly enriched our knowledge. Thank you, sir. I thank Palasamy sir in his absence. I am deeply grateful to our honorary treasurer, Sri D.M. Pathasarthi sir, for his constant support, encouragement, and for presiding over today's session. Thank you, sir. I also extend my thanks to our respected principal, Dr. Samya Pakil, for her guidance and for delivering the warm welcome address. Thank you, madam. I would also like to take this opportunity to extend my best wishes to all the paper presenters for the technical sessions and scheduled in the post-lunch period. We look forward to insightful discussions, innovative ideas, and meaningful academic exchange. I wish all the presenters a very successful and enriching sessions ahead. Finally, I extend my gratitude to everyone present over here for your participation and cooperation. Thank you all once again. Have a great day.
Thank you, madam. With this, we conclude the inaugural session of Anveshana 2026, wishing you all a productive, engaging, and insightful conference ahead. Now we will have a short tea break, after which everyone is requested to assemble for the technical sessions of the various disciplines in the respective rooms allotted. Thank you one and all for your valuable presence and participation.